Aloha, Suzanna here, and today I am coming to you from my new home on Kauai, and I wanted to give you a love update, or a love update, and give you some news about what's going on here. But before I go into that, I want to start with a love up. This is what I'm calling it. Since I've moved into this new place, I've gained access to a portal, which is a very, very high frequency, and it's been increasing my frequency and downloading me with all kinds of information, and not only information, but ways of doing things differently and more effectively. And what I have come to realize is that one of the gifts that Spirit has given me, or I am, has reminded me of, really, and that's what we all are, is the ability to really ground and hold a high frequency and a high frequency space. So not only radiating that from my body, but also creating a bigger environment around. And so I wanted to gift you with that. This is the first time I'm going to do it this way, but hopefully you'll be able to feel it, and I'll be doing this a lot more. So what I've been remembering is that through my voice and through my eyes and through my heart, I can hold this space of love and see you as the love that you are. And when you connect with me in this way, I can help you to touch that place inside of you and expand it. And so as I'm giving you the news of the day and what's going on here, I am already now transmitting that, opening up my heart and the love that I am to the love that you are, and helping you to expand that. And that will continue throughout this whole video. So what's been going on here is that back in November, my spiritual team asked Casey and I, my partner, my Sacred Union partner and husband, if we would be willing to anchor an ascension portal in our home. And I didn't really know what that meant or how it would be to live inside an ascension portal. But since I came here to help humanity and the planet ascend into paradise, or let paradise descend is actually what's happening. Of course, we agreed to that. And then I asked, well, is this the right place? The place that we were living then in November. And they said, no, it's not the right place. If you give your permission, we will get things moving and find you a new place. So we gave our permission and kind of forgot about it. But then a week later, we got a message from our landlord that we needed to move out of the house that we had been renting for 7 years and find a new place. It was like, oh, okay, it has started. So my team did find us a new space, and we've moved in, and they have anchored the Ascension Portal here. And what does that mean, really? So I'll just I want to relate it to a story that's familiar to most people if you grew up in the Western world, and that's the story of Adam and Eve. So in that story that we've been told, and actually any kind of, this is called a creation myth, a creation story, and when we are told this, when we are young, it becomes part of our programming and part of our belief system, and it stays in the subconscious, and it has a very big influence on our lives and how we live. So the story that I was told, and probably it's familiar to many of you, is that God created Adam and then Eve and this garden of paradise and said, all of this is yours, and the only thing is that, don't eat from this particular tree, and this is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and don't eat from that tree. So, all stories are, they can be taken literally or metaphorically. And what does that mean, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Well, that's duality. So, and what God was saying to them is that if you eat of that tree, if you eat the fruit of that tree and ingest it, then you will embody that. So you are what you eat, right? So, and you don't want to ingest duality because that is going to cause you to create from duality, because God also gave Adam and Eve the ability to create as he created. So we know the story that they ate from the tree, and in the story we say they were banished from paradise, and a lot of people have interpreted it as God punished them for disobeying and banished them. And there was a fall from grace and all of these kind of things, more as a punishment. And so, and from that story, we have gotten the impression that God is something to be feared, and, if you don't obey him, he will punish you. So that's really not how it went, though. It's a misinterpretation, and you can understand why it might look that way. But let's take something, closer to our own experience. As a parent, we might say to our child, don't put your hand on the stove or you will get burned. Or look both ways before you cross the street. Okay? And if that child doesn't follow that suggestion and puts their hand on the stove, they get burned. If they go out in the street without looking, they're likely to get hit by a car. And it's not that the parent is punishing them at all. The parent was warning them of and trying from love and wanting to protect them. And that was the same thing with the tree of good and evil. Don't eat from that. You won't like the result. So what they experienced then, to ingest duality and to believe in duality and to embody that, everything that was created from that was in this duality or this separation consciousness. And you see that they leave paradise not because God banished them, but because they separated from the oneness. Duality is a separation from oneness. It's two-ness. So we've been on this journey in this universe experiencing duality. So now the thing is that that's only one possibility in a billion, trillion possibilities of what could have happened then. But let's just take the other one, the other possibility that they didn't eat from the tree, that they listened and they never ate from the tree. And so they didn't ingest duality. And so they stayed in paradise and created in the oneness, in co-creation with God, and never, ever experienced duality, never created from duality, created from oneness. So that possibility is more than a possibility, because in every moment we all have choice. And a part of us, we're such multidimensional beings, a part of us does always play out all the other choices. But we focus our attention on just one choice at a time. So what I'm saying is that paradise still exists, where there never was separation, there never was duality, there is oneness, and there is us as Adam and Eve living there in oneness, in co-creation with the source. And so what does this have to do with an ascension portal? Well, what we're doing here, what we've anchored here, is a space that connects directly to that paradise that has never experienced duality. And it's a space that this portal is a space that as it comes into the earth, or as it is anchored here on the earth in this place, is not affected. It's a space that's like totally coherent and not affected by the duality of the third dimension. So when you come here and you immerse yourself in this energy, in this reality, for a while, for a week even, you can embody that energy. You can embody that consciousness. Your cells can soak it up. Your mind can soak it up. You can totally be immersed in it and embody it. And that's what we mean by embody, and integrate it into your reality, make it your new reality. So, as our guides have asked us, we have opened up our home. And in this new home, as a matter of fact, we have a beautiful space, a guest room that is off to the side of the house. It has its own private entrance. Beautiful room, and we'll take some pictures of it and show you. And it's a space that you can come and do a private ascension immersion retreat with us for a week. And we will help you to understand, as you're here, what is happening and how being immersed in this will help discreate all of the filters of duality, of separation consciousness that we're programmed with, that's running in our subconscious, and help you to integrate this new reality into your cells. So we will be working with you one-on-one, totally having our attention, and not only as you sleep here at night, but during the day we'll be taking you out to Kauai, which is the most feminine place on earth, and helping you to integrate the divine feminine energy that is all over this island. It is the island. So Kauai, I call her Mother Kauai because she, to me, is the womb of Mother Earth. And this is the place that she creates from and creates the new from. And to be totally immersed just in the Kauai energy is spectacular enough, but to be in the Ascension portal as well is just really transformational. So immersing yourself in the energy and the consciousness that you want to evolve into is the fastest way to transform and evolve. So we are offering Ascension immersion retreats here in our home. We also just recently completed our first Divine Feminine Empowerment Retreat. And we had this at a retreat center that is close enough to our home. We had 14 people. There were 14 of us. So too many to have in our home. We can only accommodate a single person or a couple in the king bed that we have in that beautiful room. But at the retreat center, which is very, very close to where we are, and also open up the portal there during retreat times, we had 14 women, and it was spectacular. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. We did take hours of video, and that is being edited right now, and I'll share that with you as soon as I can. But it was such a great success and so much fun for us to do, and we had such great results with it that we are going to be doing it again this October. So we have space for 10 now because it's already starting to fill up. So we have 10 spaces still left available, and we would love to have you here. So October 11th to the 18th is our next one here on Kauai. Also been guided to go out into the world and take these paradise codes, these ascension codes, out into the world. And so we are doing the Greek retreat again in June of 2015. So if you missed it this time, you can join us next time, June 2015. We've got 8 spaces available for that. And there's just a $500 deposit right now, and you have a whole year to pay off the rest. So that's something that you can join us for as well. So one of the things that we did at the Divine Feminine Empowerment Retreat is I had a private session with most of the women that were there. And I haven't done a lot of that in the past few years because I've been doing all this group work. So I haven't had time in my schedule for it. But I have made time in my schedule for it because the sessions that we had were so amazing and so powerful. And I think that my being in this Ascension portal has increased my ability exponentially. And the ability is to really, again, hold that space of oneness and infinite creator that is the infinite creator that is in paradise, that is totally in oneness and creates from oneness. So to hold that space for you, and also one of the skills that I've developed is this, it's a really fun kind of detective work. So we go in and find out what are those beliefs or patterns that are causing something to dramatize in your life that you are challenged with. It could be relationship issues, it could be health challenges, it could be financial challenges, It could be that sense of connection to source, and soul purpose, and anything. But being able to really go in and see what those patterns are, what the beliefs are, and to discreate them and recreate something else that serves you, that you can enjoy. And so these sessions are very customized for you in the moment. I ask you to set an intention, and then I journey in with you. I meet you where you're at in total love and compassion, and connect you with the infinite creator inside. And then we go and find out, where did this come from? We just create it. We create something new, and then anchor it in. And the feedback that I've had so far from the ladies in the group and from subsequent sessions that I've done since then has been really incredible. So I'd like to open that up in my schedule to do more private sessions. So it's another way that I can help you hold and expand the love that you are already, until you can hold it and embody it and express it fully yourself. So I love to support you in that way. So join me for a private session if this resonates with you at all. So I think that's it for now. Just again reminding you that this whole time I've been opening the love and helping you to expand the love that you are. This is a love up. And, I know, I would like to do more of these videos to connect with you. And what I would really love is to answer your questions and to speak about topics that you're interested in diving more deeply into. So I would love it if you would send me your questions and or topics that you'd like me to explore, and we'll do that in this video format. So every time I do that, we can do a love up transmission. So I am here to love you up. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Not only watching this video, but for being here on the planet, for answering the call of Mother Earth. You have unique, beautiful gifts. You have a wonderful essence that Mother Earth called for, because you are a unique gift of love. The flavor of love that you are is totally wonderful and unique, and contributes to the restoration of paradise here on earth. And you came here for this. You answered the call. And I am so grateful that you did. And so whatever I can do to support you in remembering who you really are and sharing the essence of you in a bigger way, I'm here to support that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, and aloha.